We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play at the 38-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
45-yard line.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10.
And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. He's going to fire one deep over. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredded.
At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got daylight. The 30, 10. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Philadelphia.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago. Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2nd and 4. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna put out one for the safe. Until there's nothing left. Gonna run to the bread until we all got them buckets.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And nearly picked off.
The pass.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Play on the coverage.
Now Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
The carry.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mike, 50. I'm coming after you. Mike,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. You talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, 78 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Giants.
Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
14.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big play there for the Eagles. Give him 53 yards on the ground. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Fights off the defender. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Giants 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike. 53 is the Mike. Check. 53 is the Mike.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. Mike, sweetheart.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. McCrane able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, check. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Okay, 56.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Sanders with a carry on first down as he picks his way forward for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Eagle first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2nd and 3 from the 9. Wentz now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Giants 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Extra point.
And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line. That was tight right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man, here's Foster. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On second down, Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Rip left.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check, 53, Mike. Touchdown, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
30-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
56 to mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And 7 at the 26-yard line.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw the final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1.